If you're over 50 and still wearing polos the same way you did in your 30s, that might be the reason you feel invisible. Because the wrong polo can make you look sloppy, dated, or like you're trying too hard. But the right polo, worn the right way, makes you look sharp, powerful, and quietly impressive. Today, I'll show you exactly how to do that. By the end of this video, you'll know the 7 essential polo style rules every man over 50 should follow. You'll know what to avoid, what to buy, and how to wear polos so you look modern and refined, not like a retired golf cliché. This is not about chasing trends. This is about using one simple piece, the polo, to upgrade how you show up every single day. Let's start with the foundation, fit. Because no color, no brand, and no logo can save a polo that fits badly. Elevated fit, how a modern polo should sit on your body. Most men over 50 wear polos that are one size too big. They're trying to be comfortable or hide weight around the midsection. The problem is that an oversized polo makes you look heavier, shorter, and older. It turns your upper body into one big block with no shape. The first rule is simple. Your polo should follow your body, not drown it. Look at the shoulders. The seam where the sleeve meets the shoulder should sit right on the edge of your shoulder bone, not halfway down your arm. If that seam is sliding down, the whole polo will look sloppy and saggy. When the shoulders are correct, your frame looks stronger and more athletic instantly. Now the sleeves. For a modern, masculine look, the sleeve should end around mid-bicep, not at your elbow. Too long and it drags your arm down and makes you look tired. Too tight and it looks like you're trying to show off. You want a gentle hug around the arm, not a squeeze. Finally, the length. If your polo covers most of your backside, it's too long. Untucked, the hem should hit around mid-fly in the front. Long enough to move comfortably, short enough that you could wear it untucked without looking like you're wearing a nightshirt. This one change alone will make every polo outfit look sharper. Fabric that respects your age. After 50, your skin, posture, and body shape change. So the fabric of your polo matters more than ever. Cheap, thin, shiny cotton or synthetic blends cling to every line and wrinkle. They highlight the parts you'd rather not show. You want a fabric that has structure, not cling. Look for polos in a slightly heavier, soft cotton or a cotton blend with a bit of stretch. The fabric should feel smooth and substantial, not paper thin. A good peak knit or a refined jersey knit can give you that balance between comfort and structure. The key is that the polo drapes cleanly down your torso instead of grabbing your stomach or chest. Avoid high-shine, sporty performance polos as your everyday style. Those are fine for the golf course or the tennis court. But worn to dinner or a casual event, they usually look cheap and too casual. They also tend to exaggerate sweat marks, which is not the kind of attention you want. When you choose a quality fabric, the polo instantly looks more expensive. It falls better, it ages better, and it sends a quiet message: this man pays attention. You don't need a big logo when the fabric already speaks for you. And that's exactly the kind of presence you want after 50. Collar control, the difference between sharp and sloppy. The collar is what makes a polo different from a basic t-shirt. It's the reason a polo can look refined instead of just casual. But only if you treat the collar with respect. A floppy, curling, or stretched out collar makes you look careless. A sharp collar frames your face and gives you authority. Choose polos with a structured collar that holds its shape. When you put it on, the collar should sit cleanly around your neck, not collapse. Avoid super tiny collars that look like t-shirts pretending to be polos. Also avoid huge, wide collars that look like they're from another decade. Balanced, medium-sized, firm, that's what you want. Now, how you wear the collar matters. Do not pop the collar. That move belongs to a different age and a different mindset. Keep it down, clean, and controlled. Most of the time, keep the top button open for a relaxed, confident look. If you have a stronger chest or thicker neck, that open button gives you breathing room and looks natural. Your collar should never fight with what you wear over it. If you layer a polo under a light jacket or a casual sport coat, the collar should sit neatly under the lapels. If it's constantly folding or twisting, the collar is either too soft or the jacket is too tight at the neck. When the collar sits right, your face becomes the focus, and the whole outfit looks intentional. Color choices that make you look alive. The fastest way to make a polo look modern on a man over 50 is to fix the color. Most men are stuck in two extremes: loud, bright colors that feel forced, or faded, dull colors that drain their face. Neither helps you. You want colors that make your skin look healthier and your eyes more awake. Every man over 50 should own at least one deep navy polo. Navy is powerful, masculine, and incredibly forgiving. It hides small marks, looks great with gray hair, and pairs with almost anything: jeans, chinos, even dressier trousers. If you only fix one thing, upgrade your navy polo. Next, consider softer neutrals. Think light gray, stone, taupe, and off-white. These tones feel modern without shouting. They work especially well in the daytime and in warmer weather. They make you look fresh and put together without looking like you're trying to be 25. Be careful with bright neons, loud stripes, and heavy contrast color blocking. Those can easily look juvenile or dated on a mature man. If you like color, go for deeper, richer shades like forest green, burgundy, or ink blue. They add personality while still looking refined. Let the color support your presence, not compete with it. Logos, patterns, and the power of discretion. After 50, the goal is not to be a walking billboard. Big logos, huge brand names across the chest, and busy patterns pull attention away from your face. They also age quickly. What looks in this year looks tired next year. Your style should outlast trends. Aim for polos with minimal or no visible logo. A tiny, discreet emblem is fine if the overall polo is clean and refined. But if the first thing people notice is the logo, you've lost control of your image. You want them to notice the man, not the brand. Patterns can work, but they need discipline. Thin, subtle stripes or a very quiet texture can add interest. But loud prints, giant stripes, or wild graphics on a polo almost always look cheap on a mature man. They read as costume, not style. If you want variety, experiment with texture rather than bold patterns. A polo with a slightly different knit, a subtle ribbed collar, or a refined tonal design can look rich and modern. You keep the clean, masculine feel while still avoiding boredom. That's how you stand out quietly, which is exactly the right kind of power at your age. How to pair polos without looking like a golf outfit. The polo is incredibly versatile. But if you only wear it with baggy shorts and old sneakers, it will never look refined. The way you pair your polo determines whether you look like a weekend golfer or a modern, confident man. The polo should be the smart casual anchor of your outfit. For a sharp everyday look, pair a well-fitted polo with clean, dark jeans or slim, straight chinos. Navy polo with gray chinos. Light gray polo with dark denim. These combinations are simple, masculine, and very hard to get wrong. Finish with clean leather sneakers or loafers, and suddenly your polo looks intentional, not lazy. If you want to dress it up a touch, try a polo with tailored trousers. A dark polo with mid-gray wool or cotton trousers can look incredibly refined. This is perfect for dinners, casual business settings, or social events where you want to look polished but not stiff. The collar of the polo gives structure, while the fabric keeps things relaxed. Avoid pairing polos with overly sporty pieces unless you are actually doing a sport. Mesh shorts, running shoes, and loud athletic hats turn your polo into gym wear. There's nothing wrong with that for exercise, but it's not how you want to present yourself at lunch, at a family gathering, or on a date. Use the polo as your bridge between casual comfort and adult sophistication. Age-appropriate details that make a big difference. At 25, you can get away with almost any polo detail. At 55, the small details either elevate you or expose you. Buttons, placket, sleeve band, even the way the hem is cut, these things quietly shape the message your polo sends. You want those details to signal maturity and control. Pay attention to the buttons. Cheap plastic buttons that shine like glass instantly bring the polo down. Look for more matte, subtle buttons that blend with the color of the fabric. They should feel secure, not flimsy. When you leave the top button open, it should fall naturally, not gape. Check the sleeve band. If it's too tight, it will dig into your arm and create a bulge. If it's too loose, it flares out and looks sloppy. You want a clean, gentle grip. That small line around your bicep can actually make your arms look stronger when done right. Look at the hem. Polos with a very long back tail and deep side vents are usually designed more for sport. For a modern, everyday look, a straight or slightly curved hem that's not too long is ideal. It lets you wear the polo untucked without looking undone. These are quiet details, but together they separate the man who just throws on a polo from the man who truly owns his style. Maintenance, keeping your polos looking expensive. Even the best polo will make you look tired if it's faded, stretched, or curling at the edges. After 50, you can't afford to look like you just grabbed the oldest thing from the drawer. You want your polos to look fresh, structured, and intentional. That comes down to how you care for them. First, don't treat your polos like gym t-shirts. Avoid blasting them with the hottest wash and then cooking them in the dryer. That destroys the fabric, weakens the collar, and shrinks the body in strange ways. Wash them on a gentle cycle, in cool or warm water, and avoid heavy fabric softeners that leave residue. When drying, skip the high heat. Either lay them flat or tumble dry on low and take them out while they're still slightly warm. Shape the collar with your hands. Smooth the placket. A few seconds of attention after washing can add years to the life of a polo. Be honest about when a polo is past its prime. If the collar is permanently curled, the color is washed out, or the fabric is pilling all over, retire it from your main rotation. Keep it for yard work if you want. But for the world outside your house, you deserve polos that match the man you are now, experienced, confident, and in control. You don't need a closet full of clothes to look modern and refined after 50. You just need a few well-chosen polos that fit right, feel good, and respect your age. Dial in the fit, the fabric,